Begin seated in hero's pose, pressing the hips together and seated upright, extending the spine. Close your eyes and breathe out through the mouth, making a loud ha sound. Then begin deep breathing through both nostrils, filling into the lungs as you expand the belly and the sides of the abdomen. Stay connected to your breathing for about 6 to 8 breaths, going slow and in control. Moving from the connection of breath and awareness of the body, release from hero's pose. Inhale, place the hands in front of you, extending the torso and lifting the hips. Exhale, lift the knees off the floor and bring foot on the floor, balancing on the toes and balls of the foot. Push the hips up and move the shoulders in front to come just above the wrists as you extend the arms. Exhale, press the palms and toes and come to balance the body in plank. Staying here for about 6 breaths. From plank pose, moving towards deep lower back stretch, engaging the belly. Exhale, press the palms and raise the hip and come to downward dog. Inhale and exhale to stay for about 6 breaths, pressing the palms down, raising the hips up as you bring the feet firmly grounded. From down dog, exhale to bring the knees and shins on the floor, pressing the chest against the thighs, and rest the forehead on the ground. Inhale and exhale as you stay in child's pose, softening the breath. Inhale, looking up, lifting your head up, and bring your hands, stretching them, and place the palms on the floor in front of you. Exhale, raise the hips up, and pushing the palms, come on the feet, back to down dog. Pull the belly in to feel the tensions and the stretch at the base of the spine as you raise the hips. As we enter the earth element, from down dog, release and come to stand to mountain pose. Standing straight, press all 10 toes towards the ground along with the heels, balls of the feet, while you stay focused on keeping the back straight and extended. Make sure your shoulders are in alignment with the hips and the chest. Exhale to come to downward dog. Inhale, lift the head up and come to support the shoulders on your elbows in dolphin pose. Exhale, bring the hips down and stretch the torso to extend the spine forward to come into forearm plank pose. Inhale, push the forearm and lift the hips up. Exhale, push the chest down, taking the hips high up. Inhale and exhale to stay in dolphin pose for a few breaths. From dolphin pose, exhale to come to downward dog as you push the hips higher and come to support the body on the palms. And breathe. From downward dog, inhale. Look up and move the torso towards the ground. Exhale, come to sit on your knees and shins to relax and bring the face to rest on the floor in front of you. From child's pose, lift the knees and chest to come to settle into downward dog. Push hands and feet firmly towards the ground and exhale completely. From down dog, exhale and jump to sit in staff pose, extending the spine and legs upwards and forwards. Make sure you're seated on the sit bones, engaging the belly, keeping the shoulders, chest, chin, and hips in alignment. From staff pose, lean back and raise your hands off the floor. Exhale, engage the belly and lift the legs. Come to sit in bow pose. Make sure you are seated on the sit bones. Stretch the legs out, engaging the quadriceps, pelvic floor muscles, so as they are involved to keep the last three chakras active. From bow pose, release and come to sit in staff pose. Inhale to come to sit in lotus pose, crossing the legs and placing the ankles over each other. From lotus pose, inhale, bring the hands to the floor beside you. Exhale, stretch the spine upwards, engaging the core and the abdomen. Inhale, push the palms towards the ground and lift the hips off the floor, raising the body up in balance. Exhaling completely to stay in scale pose. And breathing to balance the body as you gaze forward. From scale pose, inhale, release the legs while balancing in the air. Exhale, bring the knees together, taking the legs behind. Exhale, balance in pendant pose, and breathe. Look ahead, pull the belly in, squeeze the thighs together, push the elbows towards the knees, lift high, and breathe slow and deep. From pendant pose, exhale, throw the legs behind and bring the feet on the ground. Inhale, extend the arms, place the soles of the feet on the ground. Exhale, come to downward facing dogs and breathe. Inhale, lift the hips up and bend the legs, coming into the fire element. Exhale, bring the legs back, resting the knees at the elbows, and press the palms, extending the arms. Exhaling, stretch and lift the hips to come to crane pose. Remain in balance while engaging the belly, glutes, shoulders, and hips. Exhale, come to seat and seated forward bend pose. Push the torso towards the legs, pushing the belly in, press the hips forward. Exhale to come to seated straddle pose, sitting upright. Inhale, bring the hands to rest behind you. Exhale, take the neck into a gentle back bend. Coming into revolve seated angle. Inhale, turn the torso towards the left and bend to hold the left foot. Exhale, press the body down, holding the left foot and bringing the chin towards the left knee. Inhale, twist the shoulders and move the torso upwards. Exhale, come in a full twist. And release, coming into seated pose on the other side. Turn towards the right, bend and hold the foot. Press the body down, holding the right foot, bringing the chin towards the knee. Inhale, twist the shoulders and move the torso inwards. Exhale, come into a full twist. Inhale to rise up and sit upright. Exhale, bring the legs to bend and place the soles of the feet together, pressing them against each other. Exhale, sitting in bound angle pose. From bound angle, exhale and lie down on your back, keeping the soles of the feet pressed against each other. And breathe. Coming into the ether element, inhale and release the arms, bringing them to the sides. Bring knees together, feet on the ground. Exhale, take the hips towards the right, resting on the floor. And breathe. Inhale, bringing the legs back to center. And exhale, taking the hips towards the other side and twisting the other way. Then inhale, come to the center and relax. Exhale, bring the arms to the side of you. Inhale, press the feet firmly towards the ground and lift the hips up. Exhale, lock the chin, lifting the chest and some parts of the shoulders. And breathe to come into bridge pose. Slowly coming down one vertebrae at a time. Sending your legs to the end of the mat. Exhaling your back down to the floor. Inhale and raise the legs up. Coming into waterfall pose. And slowly, to your count of 10, bring the legs down slowly to the mat. Release and come to rest on your back. Congratulations, you've made it to Savasana. Starting to bring movement into your fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. And when you're ready, turning to your favorite side to come up to seated easy pose. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Namaste.